Masai Russell didn't just win the race. She ran 12.17 seconds in the 100 meters hurdles, smashed the American record, and became the second fastest woman in world history right before our eyes. How did she go from Olympic gold to rewriting the history books in one perfect morning? The 2025 Miami Grand Slam was already expected to be a high-energy track event, but no one could have predicted just how unforgettable it would become the moment Masai Russell stepped onto the track. It was early in the day, the first race in fact, when the women's 100 meters hurdles event got underway. Most fans were still getting comfortable in their seats, sipping drinks, chatting with friends, and waiting for the big names to light up the stadium. While Russell was definitely known and respected in the world of hurdles, people weren't exactly expecting her to break records. She had a strong past, like winning Olympic gold in 2024, but no one really had her pinned down for this kind of moment. The weather was perfect, almost unreal for a track meet. Clear skies, warm breeze, and just the right wind reading of +2.0. Perfect for a wind-legal time. You could feel something special was in the air. As the gun fired and the athletes exploded out of the blocks, all eyes turned to lane 4. Masai Russell was flying. Not just fast, faster than anyone expected. Her form was clean, her rhythm over each hurdle flawless, and it felt like she was floating. By the time she crossed the finish line, the stadium didn't even need the scoreboard. The crowd erupted. Something big had just happened. When the official time flashed, 12:17 seconds, the crowd lost it. She had just broken the American record, and not by a small margin. She had run the second fastest time in world history. The first race of the day had turned into a landmark moment in American track and field history. Everyone came for a good show, but Masai Russell gave them something legendary. Masai Russell didn't just win her race in Miami, she completely rewrote the history books. When she crossed the finish line in 12:17 seconds, everyone in the stadium knew they had just seen something special. That time wasn't just fast, it was record-breaking. The previous American record of 12:20 seconds was set by Kenny Harrison all the way back in 2016, and it had stood untouched for almost a decade. Harrison had dominated the all-time American rankings for years, holding the top 3 fastest times. But with one incredible run, Russell pushed her way to the top, leaving behind one of the most respected names in hurdling. The best part? Her time was wind legal. That means the +2.0 wind reading wasn't too strong, so her performance officially counts in the record books. And this wasn't just a new American record. Russell's 12:17 is now the second fastest time in world history, behind only Toby Amusan's world record of 12:12 set in 2022. That puts Russell in an elite group, not just one of the best in the country, but one of the fastest to ever run the event worldwide. It's the kind of performance that makes coaches, commentators, and fans stop and rethink everything they thought they knew about the women's 100 meters hurdles. Before this race, people saw Russell as a top competitor, sure, but this run changed everything. She's no longer just someone with potential. She's a record breaker, a history maker. This race proved that she's not chasing the spotlight anymore. She is the spotlight. Masai Russell's journey to that record-breaking run didn't just start in Miami. It actually started way back at the 2024 US Olympic Trials, when she stunned fans with a 12.25-second finish. That time made her the 4th fastest American hurdler in history back then. It was a big moment for her, and it proved she could compete at the highest level. A lot of people began paying attention after that race, but what came next really sealed the deal. Russell went on to win the Olympic gold medal later that summer. Winning Olympic gold is the dream for every athlete, and she made it happen on the biggest stage in the world. That Olympic win gave her momentum, confidence, and a new sense of belonging among the greats. It showed she could handle pressure, stay focused, and deliver when it mattered most. She didn't let the pressure of the Olympic spotlight break her. Instead, she rose to the moment and took her place at the top. That kind of win doesn't just boost your career, It changes how the world sees you. After the Olympics, she wasn't just another fast runner. She was a champion, a gold medalist, someone who could be trusted to show up when it counts. When she stepped onto the track in Miami in 2025, she wasn't starting from scratch. She was building on everything she'd already done. Her 12:17 in Miami wasn't just a random surprise. It was the result of all the work, all the training, and all the growth since 2024. Tia Jones may not have broken the American record at the Miami Grand Slam, but she came incredibly close, and in doing so, she made history right alongside Masai Russell. Jones clocked a blazing fast, 12.19 in the same 100 meters hurdles final, just 0.02 of a second behind Russell's 12:17. What makes this moment so special is that both women ran faster than the previous American record of 12.20, set by Kenny Harrison back in 2016. Before this race, Harrison owned the top 3 fastest times ever by an American. But in one powerful and unforgettable showdown, Russell and Jones took over that list in a big way. Seeing 2 American hurdlers break that long-standing record in the same race is extremely rare. It shows just how strong the US hurdling scene has become. These women are pushing each other, racing side by side, and forcing one another to get better every single time they step on the track. That's not just great for their own careers, it's great for the sport as a whole. American women's hurdling is officially in its golden era, and this new generation of athletes isn't just living up to the legacy, they're rewriting it. After her stunning performance at the Miami Grand Slam, Masai Russell officially became the second fastest woman ever in the 100 meters hurdles. She ran 12:17, which is just behind Tobi Amusan's world record of 12:12 set in 2022. Right behind Russell is Tia Jones, who ran 12:19 in the same race. That means 2 American women are now ranked number 2 and 3 in the world for the fastest times ever in this event. That's a massive deal, not just for Russell and Jones, but for all of American track and field. It's crazy to think that the US now has 2 women chasing down the world record. For years, Tobi Amusan's 12:12 seemed untouchable. But Russell's 12:17 shows that the gap is smaller than anyone thought. Just 0.05 of a second separate her from being the fastest woman of all time in this event. That's about the blink of an eye. With the way Russell has been improving, from 12.25 at the Olympic trials in 2024 to a gold medal and now 12:17, it really feels like she's not done yet. She's getting closer and closer, and the world record is suddenly within reach. Right after crossing the finish line in 12:17 seconds and realizing what she had just done, Masai Russell didn't hold back her emotions. With a wide smile and tears in her eyes, she said, "I'm just floating on cloud 9 right now." You could feel the joy in her voice. It wasn't just about winning the race, it was about reaching a level that even she may not have fully expected. When athletes train for years, pushing through pain, injuries, and self-doubt, moments like this are more than just a time on a clock. They're proof that the work mattered. That's exactly what this meant to Russell. One of the most amazing things about this moment is how the high level of competition in women's hurdles is creating these world-class performances. Russell said it best, racing against such fast women forces you to bring out the best in yourself. And when you've got someone like Tia Jones right beside you running a 12:19, there's no room to relax. You have to be locked in, fully focused, and that's what makes these races so thrilling. It's not just one person dominating, it's 2 or 3 women battling at the very edge of human speed. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.